Your ego is your amigo, but are you checking your ego? When we found out about ego a few years back on this spiritual awakening path, we were like, oh my God, is my ego here? And like fully doing checks on one another and just wanted to be humble. But I've noticed some traits of the ego. The ego is very controlling. It wants the last say. And the ego operates in the mind. So one trait is when we're talking to someone. For example, like we're listening to their story, or perhaps we're lining things up in our mind to interject back or to say back rather than absorbing in the heart and listening in the ears as to the other person's conversation coming towards us and that story they're trying to portray to us. So the ego wants to like go back to the person and speak backwards so it gets the say. Another trait of the ego is something like someone's talking and someone comes over the top of the person and interjects. The ego wants control. The ego wants to be right all the time, and it just loves to have the last say. So be mindful of the ego today. Receive who's speaking to you deeply in your heart, feel it in your heart, and take your time to respond back and catch this sneaky little ego up here, because you'll receive more love when you do.